How you going, Tom?
Good, Adam. How are you?
That's all right. Good. Yep.
Good.
So,
Steve-O, hey?
yeah, that was fucked.
No. That was fucking funny. No, that was great.
Well, it
Loved
was, yeah. Bloody, oh, yeah, we went and saw Steve-O on Monday.
Monday night. So, yeah, earlier in the week.
Yeah. That was, there was things that we saw in that show that I would never have thought that I would ever have seen someone do to themselves ever.
Yep.
It was pretty funny.
Or that someone would video of themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is like jackass being taken to the extreme.
Absolutely. I think that was the whole point of the episode, right? Or the show.
Yeah.
Episode. What an idiot. That it was all things he couldn't show in Jackass.
Yeah.
Or on YouTube that he's had to do in person.
Yeah.
To avoid all of the restrictions and rules and regs.
Yeah.
I mean, he started it on a pretty big bang.
Mm.
Lying in bed. All right, here's the first thing. Here's my dick. Just
Yeah.
right in front of you.
Yeah, but
So, you know, like, you're starting at the extreme.
oh yeah, it's like straight away. If you, this is what you need to be prepared for.
He's set the expectation for the show.
Yeah.
And he followed through on that expectation.
And he
then some.
and then he followed through. About halfway through, when he, took all the laxatives and shit all over the
Shit
fan.
over a fan.
Shit literally hit the fan. That was fucking gross.
Yeah, see, I didn't find it that bad.
Haley said that was the only thing she couldn't watch. I mean,
Red.
my Red said that was the only thing she couldn't watch.
Yeah, right. That's fair enough. None of it bothered me.
I couldn't really watch the vasectomy bit.
Yeah, see, again, that didn't bother me. Like, nothing about that really disturbed me.
Yeah, I don't know. I just
The horse riding bit was pretty fucked.
yeah, the shot of his balls after the horse
yeah,
riding
yeah.
was pretty fucked.
But, I mean, a great show.
Oh yeah, it was great. It was cool to
except
actually see someone like when I was a kid, like when we first watched Jackass, like the
These people
TV series and that on VHS.
Yeah.
You like they were just like kids back then essentially, but then when they started making the movies, like they become more and more famous, and then it's like it's weird, like
And people that
almost
I've almost
starstruck.
idolized my entire life.
yeah, like I've watched Jackass since I don't know, since we were kids, like
Yeah.
high school.
Yeah. And then to see
See one of them
one of my favourite stars of the franchise 10
Right
metres
there.
away on a stage. Like,
yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Yeah. I think that's the closest I've been to an actual celebrity.
Yeah, I don't
Like-
think I've ever been
I
Well,
couldn't-
other
I can't
than-
think of anything else.
other than maybe other comedians or something, but
Yeah,
not a.
but I don't think I've met or seen another comedian that is as big as Steve-O.
yeah,
Like, no one has reached that level yet.
yeah.
Maybe when we go to see Jimmy Carr later in the year, but
Oh, that's right. He's coming here too.
hell yeah. The only issue I had with the show was the yobbos behind
Oh
us.
yeah, the fucking. But mind you, every time you go to one of those shows, there's always one dickhead. He gets on the piss and then he thinks he's funnier than the show or like the comedian.
Yeah.
And it was just it's David.
And it was all unintelligible.
Yeah, it was all just
Except for
bullshit.
the people yelling at him to shut
Yeah.
up. And they were almost worse because they were being louder.
Yeah, it's like don't encourage it.
I'll admit, I was a little bit like that when we went and saw Isaac Butterfield.
Yeah, but you were blind.
Oh, I know. I was absolutely hammered. And
Not-
you can
not
see
that
it in the photo of me and him.
yeah. Not that that's an excuse because this
no.
guy was obviously blind as well.
Yeah.
There
I
definitely
hope I
wasn't.
wasn't that obnoxious.
No.
I do remember other people heckling almost as much, maybe.
Yeah.
That was a long time ago for me to remember without the booze.
But there's heckling and then there's just straight up being annoying.
Yeah.
Like you're not even like, when you're heckling and that it's like you're engaging with the comedian.
Yeah,
you're
absolutely.
yell, like you talk. This guy was talking in tongues half the time,
And
just screaming shit.
and some comedians encourage it, whereas Steve-O explicitly said, "Shut up, or you'll be kicked out."
Yeah,
So he set an expectation there that he doesn't want that.
Yeah.
He wants everyone else to enjoy it as much as possible.
yeah. Because I wouldn't say that Steve-O's really a comedian. He just
Well-
does dumb shit, and it's funny.
This one wasn't quite as much about the comedy. Like, his special Gnarly
Yeah,
was more comedy based, and he
Oh,
just
it was
interjected clips in
Yeah.
it. Whereas this was almost him doing a TV show of just setting up the next clip. And,
my greatest hits sort of
yeah,
thing. Yeah,
and it was like I enjoyed it like that.
yeah, it was funny, but like, I wouldn't exactly call him a comedian. And what he was saying was funny, but it's like, he wasn't comedian funny.
Yeah,
Like,
he
like-
wasn't up there to be telling jokes.
No. He was more just explaining the fucked up shit that either was happening or what led up to that happening.
Yeah, that's it. I guess I didn't really have an expectation going into it of it being more stand-up comedy than what it was.
I actually thought that he might have done at least one stunt on stage.
Yeah, I was surprised about that as well. But that could be a legal limitation being in Australia.
Yeah, that's probably a good point. Like, yeah, you're not allowed to hurt yourself for entertainment live or some bullshit.
Yeah, it could just be because of his history and things like that. They're like,
You're not allowed to nail your scrotum to the floor.
yeah, we don't want
There's
any
none
of
of
this
that.
bullshit.
Yeah,
You
none
got
of
to
that.
keep your clothes on.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, I thought there would have been at least a bit of nudity.
Yeah,
Like he would have done the...
I expected we would have seen his actual ball sack.
Yeah,
But-
we saw enough of that on the
Well,
screen.
video
but
of it, yeah.
I thought he would have done the double back thing where he
Yeah.
flips and flops his ball sack and then catches him between his legs. I thought he would have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I
not
paid to
overtly
see
rude.
male nudity, and I expect it.
Yeah.
I
It's
expect
not
it
overtly
live.
rude because so long as he stays facing you, you're not seeing anything, which is the whole point of it.
Well, yeah. Well, then he turns around. I mean,
Well-
we saw way too much of him
Yeah.
in that opening video. But
Oh, yeah.
I
Still
even some
totally
of that
worth
I
it.
I couldn't watch. Like when he does the full on goatee at the camera. Ugh. Ah, come on, man.
See, again, none of it bothered me. I think we've just, like, there's been more of that as the Jackass movies have gone along. Of just, here's nudity and no actual stunt involved.
Yeah.
And I'm comfortable in my own body.
Mm.
I don't feel gay looking at another nude man.
Yeah, but this was another kind of nude. This wasn't just some dude standing there naked. This was bend over, spread the cheeks, fucking get the camera in there naked.
Yeah, but I guess that's what made it funny.
Oh,
And a
yeah.
bit less gay.
And him, like editing himself
Crawling
out of his
into and
butt.
out of his butt. That was pretty good.
It was funny, but it was still fucked.
Oh, yeah. That's, again, half the fun of it.
Oh, yeah.
Got my first ever autographed memorabilia from that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The skateboard deck.
Skateboard, yeah. You ever ridden a skateboard?
Yeah. I rode yours back around your driveway when you had it.
Oh, yeah, but
Never any good at it.
I think it was one of those things. It's like I'll buy it and give it a go, and then when I couldn't do anything with it, I just gave up with
Yeah.
it.
And then I just never owned one, so I never even really
I could have been the
gave
next.
it a go.
Yeah,
You could have been the next
I could
Steve.
have been I could have been the next Tony Hawk. That's where I was more going.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can
that
be
you-
Steve-O now. I can jump off the roof and break my neck. That's easy.
So long as you do it with your balls out,
Yeah,
then
on
you'll be
fire.
fine.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, good show. And
highly recommend.
yeah, if you ever get the chance to see Steve-O live, that was killer.
As long as you don't mind a bit of nudity and
Or a lot of nudity.
medical operations and
Yeah,
fucked up shit.
yeah,
Mm.
totally worth it though.
Yeah.
I'd go back and watch it tonight.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah,
Speaking of nudity,
yeah.
do you know the like evolutionary benefit of having a boner when you wake up?
I call it my morning piss horn.
Yeah, but that
Stops me wetting the bed.
Yeah, but there's got to be a reason for that.
Well,
It can't just be.
in
I'll
my
just-
like
Doesn't your bladder stop you from wetting it, or like muscles stopping you from wetting the bed?
they should do, but I just wonder whether it's a second line of protection or second line of defense that because once that's
Yeah,
up and going,
because that's how I explain
it's
my
an impenetrable barrier.
my random boner to people. It's my defense.
Well, yeah, stopping me wetting the bed in the morning. I don't know. Honestly, I don't really know, but
Come on, Dr. Tom. We should have a segment, Dr. Tom.
when Tom poorly describes medical situations, I'll do it.
There you go. Describe that. Well, other than piss horn.
I got no other description for it. Genuinely no idea. It's every morning though,
I reckon
like clockwork.
it's probably just you're dreaming about something better and you just get a boner.
Could be.
You're dreaming like about a better life or something, eh? You know what? I'd really like to live there. And
Yeah.
Then, thunk,
Even nightmares, maybe scary shit gets you hard. I don't know.
Get you going. Well,
We're gonna have to pay closer attention
Yeah.
to morning wood.
we're going to have to delve deeper into this.
There you go. There's our project for the next couple of weeks. Write a diary when you wake up in the morning, how you feel with morning wood.
Uncomfortable because I slept on it. Now there's a bend in it.
Do you wake up pitching a tent and feeling like a water fountain, or how do you feel?
Yeah. I did have something else to talk about here. I can't bloody remember. Oh, that's right. Me dad told me this story the other day
Yeah.
about, like hazing. Like, new guy comes in and you tell him to go down to the shop and get us a can of Sparks or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, Dad was telling me this story. He said it wasn't actually too bad, but he was working in a servo at the time. And he said this kid come in from down the street and said, oh, the guys just sent me up for a long wait. And Dad was like, oh, yeah, you're like the fifth person they've sent up here for one of them. So what he did was, because he worked on cars, and they actually had some sort of wheel alignment thing,
Yeah.
and they actually called them long
weights.
and short weights that you
Yeah.
put in the wheels or something. He said, yeah, give those pricks that and tell them to shove it up their ass. And anyway, that wasn't the fuck story. That was a normal story. He was saying he used to work with this guy, Neville, who worked on, I don't know what he did, but he worked on the rail with the railway tracks or work with trains or something. And anyway, he was saying that the hazing that those guys used to give was, well, it was illegal for one.
Yeah.
He said they used to get this, it was like this grease shit,
Yeah.
and he said it was real sticky. And he said what they do to the new guys is they'd hold them down, strip them off,
Yeah.
cover them from head to toe with this shit, and then get, I don't know what they're called, but you know how like you get a metal lathe and you stick the drill in and all
Yeah.
like the spirally
The
bits,
shavings.
the shavings.
Yeah.
You get a handful of them, wrap it around his dick,
Oh,
like while he's covered in this shit.
yeah.
Grind it in a bit, like, and that's your first day at fucking work.
Jesus.
Yeah, he said, like, some of the stories this guy told him was, like, fucking what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My hazing when I was plumbing didn't sound so bad.
Yeah.
You know, go get the skyhook or the left-handed screwdriver.
Yeah. The
But
Yeah.
Jesus.
simple, mindless bullshit.
Just, a little bit of a laugh. No one
Yeah.
gets hurt.
yeah.
you
It's
feel a bit
it's
dumb
a
for a
practical
second.
joke,
Yeah.
but these guys were fucking serious.
That's taking it to a new bloody level.
Yeah.
That's, whoa.
Fuck that. And then...
That is actual abuse.
Well, yeah, it is. Yeah. But anyway, that's what you get on the hard... That's why they get paid so much.
That's true.
Because they got shredded
You got
cock
to deal
and-
with shit, yeah.
you got to deal with that.
And I mean,
Yeah.
that's why it's perpetuated, right? You had to deal with that.
Yeah, so,
so now the next
they
new
have
bloke-
to deal with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, today they would not be allowed to do that.
No, they
That's-
put a pretty solid stop to it, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what the good thing about practical joke stuff is it's not illegal and you're not hurting anyone. You're just being a dick.
So long as everyone has a bit of a laugh about it, and
Yeah,
you can brush it off. That's fine.
yeah, but shaved penis is that's the sort of beyond practical joke and into abuse.
Yeah, actual abuse and assault.
Yeah,
Like, I will pass on. That's a hard pass.
oh yeah.
I did have something along those lines to discuss.
Hmm.
Have you ever found times where you have some sort of procedure or injury, you just find yourself hitting that so much more often?
Yeah, like when you hurt your finger and you just seem to
You bang it on
Turn
shit.
smash it on everything.
Or when I got my nipples pierced, you don't realise how much.
How do you hit your nipple on something?
You would not believe it until you have it done. That you pick up a box
Oh.
and the way it hits you, like the number of things you walk through a doorway or past a cupboard and you catch the cupboard on your nipple.
How long are your nipples?
That's a
So like
that's a question for
two
another
fingers
episode.
coming out of your chest.
At the smallest, yes. But like, I am a bit embarrassed to say this. I caught myself in my fly the other day. Just a little pinch. It's still bad enough.
There's not much to catch. So.
Well, yeah. But picking up boxes, doing the rest, like just my day-to-day work, the number of times things hit that bruise, and it always finds it right on the sore spot. And like you said, like your finger, you're banging on something, you
It
bang
is-
your elbow,
It just makes you think: am I like that fucking retarded that I actually hit this spot all the time, but I don't notice it?
That's the thing. Like, yeah, how often are things hitting
How
various
often
parts
am I,
of me?
Yeah, running into a wall and not even noticing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got no
I'm-
idea
yeah.
because nothing hurts normally.
I'm obviously a fucking idiot when every time that I hurt my leg or my knee, I just bash it into literally everything around me.
It could also be that. Like, you could be paying more attention. Oh, my
Yeah.
knee's really sore. I got to make sure not to hit it.
Yeah.
So what am I going to do? Yeah.
Yeah, straight into the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're paying it more mind. So you're actually thinking actively about it.
Yeah. Don't hit this as you're walking straight into it.
Yeah. Whereas if you're day to day, you're not feeling any pain.
Yeah.
You just walk normally. You're not
Yeah.
thinking about hitting any specific body part.
Yeah. Or you just hit it and you don't even, it's like, oh, well, that hurts now, but only for 10 seconds or whatever.
You don't even
whatever.
feel like you brush past something, you don't feel it.
Yeah.
You don't pay attention to it.
Mind you, if we walked out of here now and you bumped into the door, by the time you took 3 steps, you'd forget about it.
That's exactly right. It doesn't hurt. It's just like, oh, I touched that, whatever.
Or you go whack, ow, and then that's it.
Yeah.
You've forgotten about it as you're saying ow.
Yeah. But it's, yeah, as soon as you've got a bruise or something, you feel it
Yeah.
all day, every day.
See, bloody, I seen on the news, was it yesterday or the day before or something? Ben Stiller's, they're trying to cancel Ben Stiller for Tropic Thunder.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't actually read anything about it, but I saw that it was happening. And
And he's going, no, I'm not apologising for shit. Which, fair enough for him.
he
'cause
shouldn't need to.
He shouldn't.
There's,
I fucking
Now, look,
love that movie.
it's fucking great.
I actually watched it like 2 weeks ago or something.
I was going to say, I watched it about, I don't know, maybe 2 months ago. Still pretty fresh. But sure, you couldn't make that today.
Oh no, people would go fucking mental,
But why the hell are they
Oh.
trying to cancel it? Because
he said mental in another way. In fact, a word
that
that
you
I
may
just
may
said.
or may not have said previously,
Yeah.
yep. But I don't know, like,
previously. Previously, I say it all the time.
yeah. But it's done in a joking manner. And again, as with anything, offence is taken, not given.
Yeah.
So-
I just love how like this movie's been like was it 15 years old and they're only
Yeah.
just whinging about it now. It's
I
like,
know.
It's like Roald Dahl.
And
They-
that's not even
oh, no,
the
he's-
worst bit of it.
Yeah. Well.
There was a white man
Yeah, doing blackface.
in blackface. The whole fucking movie.
But they
But
can't,
that's not
yeah.
the problem.
No, yeah. Well, it might be a bit of a problem. But then again, fucking Trudeau, he loves doing the blackface.
Yeah.
Why isn't everyone up him?
Well, they were up him for a while.
Oh, yeah, but then he... Oh,
then
yeah.
they moved on.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry. Done.
Yeah. Yeah.
I could almost guarantee you Robert Downey Jr. wouldn't be sorry
No.
for doing blackface in that.
I'm an actor.
Because-
I'm playing a character.
And it was a comedy role.
Yeah.
There was never any offense meant
And there's
by it.
nothing funnier than blackface.
It's just a perfectly done movie.
except for maybe saying the word retard 15,000
Yeah.
times.
And they brought that back to a good point as well. With RDJ saying, never go full retard. Like, so they explained their way out of saying that word so many times
Yeah.
by explaining the errors that they'd made.
But I don't think retard, because retard isn't it a medical, like,
Yes.
I am mentally retarded?
There is...
Isn't retarded, doesn't that just mean, like, it doesn't work properly? That's why they say mentally retarded.
retarding is like slowing.
Yeah, exactly.
So trucks have a retarder
yeah,
for a reason.
yeah.
But like, so we have more accurate, up-to-date descriptions these days.
Oh, yeah.
But the word still has a place.
Mind you, when you say he's retarded, you know exactly. You don't think, oh, well, actually, you do think he's slow.
Yeah. You're not thinking
Actually,
anything
yeah.
specific.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what it
That's
means.
yeah.
So a truck has a retarder,
Yeah.
which helps retard the motor. Slow it down.
Yeah.
Sure. Like,
Yeah.
so there is an actual reason for
That
the
guy
word.
over there's brain has a retarder. It
My
slows
brain
it
has a
down.
retarder first thing in the morning, but
It's because all your blood's in your dick.
yeah, all the power's going to stopping me pissing myself. But
Straight to the retarder. Maybe that's why. Maybe we've just figured it out.
yeah,
The morning wood is just the retarder of the body.
they don't want your brain going 100 miles an hour the second you wake up.
No.
You got to ease into that.
Yeah.
And the best way to do that, go have a morning piss. But, I mean, that's...
Retard the situation.
Your penis is retarding your brain
Where?
until you go and have a whiz.
And that's why when you go out to the clubs, everyone looks good. Because the retarder is speaking for you.
Yeah, it's true. It's drawing
It's
blood
given-
from your
yeah.
thinky parts.
It's given mixed signals.
It's only mixed if you... Let's just not make that joke. We're already getting cancelled for about 7,000 other things we've already said.
That's all right.
But yeah, a 15-year-old movie, and they're only now... The woke culture
Yeah.
is getting pissed at it. Just get over yourself and move on.
It's almost like they go out of their way looking for this shit. Like Roald Dahl. Apparently
Yeah.
he's getting cancelled because he said fat or something in a book.
I know, it's fucking dumb.
Like, really?
Go back to movies from the 50s.
What happened to
They
the...
were fucked.
What happened to the fat acceptance movement? Or whatever it's fucking called. They say fat. Well, why aren't you cancelling them? It's...
Who knows? It's bullshit.
Oh,
It's the only word I can think for it. Like,
it grinds my grundle.
absolutely. Yeah, what grinds your grundle? Fucking woke bullshit.
Fucking that shit.
Yeah.
Like, don't
It
you have
happened
like
in
a...
the past. Like,
Don't you have a job to go to or...
their
friends?
job is to be professionally offended. I
Professional
wake up
retard.
offended. I go to bed offended.
Yeah, like, what kind of life's that?
Boring life. Like, they're the sort of person you don't want at a party because they would never have fun. Something is
No.
always going to be the
Yeah.
opposite of fun for them.
Yeah.
Like, it just hurts my brain.
It's...
And that movie is, excuse me, tremendously funny.
Well, it is.
But someone somewhere, oh Jesus, sorry for that. Someone somewhere took some offense to that, and now we can't have it anymore.
Well, I was saying to someone at work the other day that this was happening. I
Yeah.
said, buy that movie because eventually, it'll be taken. Not that he does streaming or anything, but it'll be taken off Netflix eventually
Oh yeah,
because they'll cave to the pressure. Because they didn't cave to Chappelle because they've spent a lot of money on him, and he makes
They
them a
almost
lot of
did,
money.
though.
They almost did, but they didn't.
Yeah.
If they take, I don't even know if it's on Netflix.
It sort of floats between them all,
Anyway,
most things.
If they take it off streaming services, you'll know that that's the only reason, because they just cave to the pressure of the woke mob.
Well, the trouble is, it could come down to two things. It's that, or the license for it has expired.
Yeah, but
the big thing will be
it'll be a big coincidence if it so happens to happen
and
like
happens
next
very
week.
suddenly.
Yeah,
and it doesn't appear on another streaming service.
Yeah.
Typically, if it leaves one, it'll migrate to the next.
That's the problem.
Because that's when the licenses move.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
That's the woke culture, it's going to... Done.
Can't
no
have
more.
that, yeah. I know a lot of people say, like, oh, we're turning into, like, 1984, but...
We are.
If they make that movie... I mean, you can still buy it on DVD.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Well,
for now.
Assuming they still print DVDs.
They do. And Blu-rays and
all
4K, Ultra HD, whatever. But the trouble is, if they've gone this far to try to get it off streaming services, they're going to go that far to get rid of every single copy of it. Remove it from print media. Remove it from everything.
It's wrong thought. Put it in the, thought box or whatever it is in 1984.
Yeah.
A memory hole. That's it.
Just get rid of it.
Memory hole it. Yeah.
Because I don't like it.
Yeah.
Never mind, 95% of the people who've ever watched it love it.
It was fucking hilarious. And then people that say, oh, no, I didn't like that, other than, mind you, the woke mob are only saying it because it's like the quote-unquote right thing to say.
Yeah. And they're only saying it now because the woke mob
are perpetually offended at everything.
And they're really only coming out now.
Yeah.
Not 15 years ago when that thing came out.
Yeah.
And was as offensive and horrendous as it is today.
Exactly.
But to me, it's more funny than all of that shit.
Yeah.
Because I take it as a comedy. Take it as a joke.
Yeah.
It's not meant to be, I'm here to offend this group or this group or this group.
Yeah.
No.
You know what
We're making a funny movie.
You know what I found offensive about that movie? Robert Downey Jr. doing Australian.
Oh, that was fucking awful.
Cancel it. Oh, yuck. No.
He could play a black man.
Oh, yeah. I'm fine with that.
Sounded fine.
Now, you can play an African American. Right. Well, that's not in our country, so we don't care.
But, like...
Yeah, no.
His Australian accent...
That accent, oh, my God.
So gross.
Oh, yuck.
Like almost any Australian in a movie.
Yeah.
It just sounds awful.
Well, I suppose it's the same with all accents, but anyone doing your accent, it's always wrong.
It has to be exacerbated to prove a point. Like, to be Australian, it has to be, I'm speaking very Australian.
Yeah, it's how everyone else hears us.
Yeah.
And then, it's how they hear us, and then they try to mind you, it's the same with us doing, like, American accents or something.
Absolutely.
Mind you, it does sound pretty... Americans, like, Texan... Like, that's because it's really broad. Like,
there's so many specific accents over there, and then there's the like just broad American accent.
Yeah.
Whereas Australia, I guess we do have slight variations on it.
I've watched
some areas become more bogan than others.
Yeah, definitely.
But I think on the whole,
you hear the Steve Irwin accent, like it's fucking crikey.
Yeah,
like that's a really broad. But then you got the Kate Blanchetts, who's more like English, like. Very upper class Australian accent.
Yeah, I think Kate Blanchett is like she's very well spoken. She's upper class, but she's a professional actor. So they get taught to speak without an accent.
Yeah.
So there's got to be a level of that too.
Speak more American so they can understand you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you spoke to an Australian farmer, that's the typical Australian accent.
Yeah.
You know, I speak to one quite regularly through work. Great, love him. And then you speak to... fuck you.
What is he, a cock farmer?
No, retired.
What'd you call him?
But then...
You should get cancelled for saying that word. Anyway, sorry. Keep going.
But then you go to the city, and the accent is different. That's about it.
Yeah.
It's bushy or city.
Or not,
Done.
yeah.
That's the Australian accent.
Yeah.
I guess in a city, it's bogan or not.
Yeah.
And the not is typically on the multicultural end of the spectrum.
Yeah. Well, it's the same with everywhere. Like, you listen to, like, English people, like,
They've got about 7,000 accents
Oh,
in
yeah,
2 square miles.
yeah,
But
you walk about 200 metres and this arsehole's got a different accent.
yeah. Some of them don't even use the full dictionary, but
Yeah, and they're still talking shit. You
Oh,
can't
yeah.
understand a word of it, but you know it sounds different.
then they can understand every single syllable of it.
Yeah,
I guess we're the same with other Australians. That
Yeah.
we can listen to any Aussie bloke speak, sounds the same.
yeah,
But you listen to an American or a Pom,
yeah.
and it's like, what the fuck are you on about?
Eddie, when was it? Oh, like 2 months, 1 month, 2 months ago. We went to a Guitar Hero night at this arcade bar.
Oh, yeah, the bar.
And this American fellow was there, like, and he was like, I don't want to say full American because he was, but
Well,
he
he's
was
Australian
he was
now, but-
speaking. Well, he's been here for 6 years or something. He said,
Yeah.
but like he's still got the accent. And it's funny, we speak the same language. Yeah, it might have been because I was fucking blind, but I just remember thinking there were some things that he said, and I'm like, what the fuck are you saying?
Yeah, I mean, certain pronunciations of words, certain idioms are going to be different
Yeah.
between variations on the language.
Oh, yeah. Like, Americans don't have that. Oh, yeah.
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 You know, we say things like, oh, put some dead horse on it for tomato sauce.
Oh, yeah.
Hit the frog and toad.
Well, actually, that's
You said that-
Cockney, which is English.
Yeah, I guess it's slang, but
Yeah.
Americans have their own slang as well
Yeah.
that mean nothing to us.
Yeah, exactly.
It all originates in England,
Yeah, well,
but then we've gone and bastardized it all.
they did invent the language.
Barely.
Yeah, well,
Like,
they
you know,
had some help from the French and the Germans, but whatever.
and just about every other country on
Yeah,
earth,
yeah.
but,
Just-
you know.
Take from a little bit of it and a little bit of that. Oh, except for the Asians. They got their own thing going on.
They got more than their own thing. They've got about 17,000 own things. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's fine. Whatever works for you.
Mm.
English is still a pretty fucked language.
Well, apparently it's the hardest language to learn. I picked it up. Well, I was trying. I didn't
We
really
didn't really
pick
have a
it
choice.
up.
That's
Yeah. Oh,
all
yeah,
we've
yeah.
known.
Yeah.
I reckon Finnish is pretty hard.
Yeah.
It's a combination of, like, yeah,
Fucked
Scandinavian languages and Russian.
Yeah, yeah. You got to be
That's-
able to roll your R's when you're speaking Russian.
Yeah.
Well, any really of that like Eastern European Slavic people.
Yeah, and I
You
guess
gotta-
that's a challenge for us, that
we don't
the
have any
English
of that
we
shit.
speak doesn't involve that.
Yeah, but
So we're never taught it.
yeah,
So it just doesn't come naturally to us.
but well, it shouldn't really,
No.
unless
Well,
you
at
want to
least-
go. If you want to go out of your way and learn, so,
If
well,
you're learning
I wouldn't
the
be learning
language,
Russian at the moment because they're the bad guys.
But it's still a very commonly spoken language.
Oh well, I think the Ukrainians speak a different language, or are they speaking the same language with a different accent, like Yankee Doodle Dandies and us, or are they speaking a different language?
I imagine it's probably like a Proto-Russian language
Mm.
because it was part of Russia.
Well, I think
You
all
know, it's-
Ukraine means is border, because it's the border between Russia and Turkey.
I really don't know. But yeah, like, it'll be a Slavic language.
Mm.
It's like any Latin-based language.
You know what pisses me off,
Mm.
among other things, is that just because I mentioned fucking Russia and fucking Ukraine, like, this will probably get a warning, like
This will get taken
the
down on
COVID
YouTube.
thing, like,
yeah.
oh, you can't say the word COVID, and it'll get the blue check mark of, fucking don't listen to them, go here.
Yeah. It's the same with anything really medical.
Not
If
YouTube,
you start
sorry,
using...
Spotify, not YouTube.
That's both. It's all.
Oh,
of it.
right.
But
Oh, well,
Spotify's, I think, a bit more flexible.
I don't think so. I think you mention either the word vaccine or COVID, and they'll put a little.
I think it all...
Don't listen to them. Go to the mass media to listen to your fucking, or the CDC or whatever the fuck it is.
It all depends on what your channel is. You know, us being broadly comedic, if we bring up anything medical like vaccines or COVID or medical names like vagina,
Nice.
which is what I call you,
Mm.
like if we brought that up, then you get demonetized because you're not a medical channel.
Yeah, yeah.
But then you're using the medically accurate term.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Like
Although,
it's,
although I can say you're a blue-haired fucking four-eyed cunt of a thing.
just call me a specky smurf.
Just call you Tom.
Yeah, that pretty much describes it.
Yeah, but like I can say that and it's like, oh well, that's okay because you're not like because you're a bogan and that's how you speak. That's
And
how you, that's
you're
how
not
your people
using
speak.
like a medical terminology.
Yeah.
Like you're being very broad about it.
That's it. I can call you a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Asshole. No, actually, it's more of a anal sphincter. I couldn't call you
See,
an
you
anal
couldn't
sphincter,
call me an
but
anal
I can call
sphincter.
you an asshole.
Absolutely.
Isn't that fucked?
It's bullshit. Like,
Well, it
anal
is
sphincter
bullshit.
is not a curse word, but asshole is.
Yeah, anal sphincter. Yeah, it's like
But then they're cracking down on swearing.
yeah,
But they prefer the swearing over the medically accurate terminology.
yeah. But that's because I think now this may or may not be cut. Well, I don't think it will be, but I think it's because of the whole transgender movement sort of thing. Like I can't say men have penises. Like even though that is biologically and like anatomically correct,
Yeah, I guess that's another
but that's well you can't say
angle
that.
on it.
Yeah, you can't
Like-
say that because that might hurt someone's feelings. Which brings us back to the fucking.
It
it's
all
like,
comes down to...
Can't you just fucking get over it?
Yeah. Well, I listened to an interview that Jordan Peterson did, and he will stick to his guns on
Yeah.
a male is like transgender, call yourself whatever you like.
Yeah,
Genetically, if you're born with an XY chromosome,
Yeah.
you're a male.
yeah,
XX, you're a female. Done.
yeah.
But
But now we got to complicate it by.
personal feelings are okay. If you want to be addressed,
Oh yeah,
if you were
definitely.
born a male, want to be addressed a female, and go by she, her, I'll call you that. I don't care.
Yeah,
But medically and genetically, you're always going to be what you're born as,
yeah,
because that has implications for the rest of your life.
yeah, yeah,
Your genetic makeup won't change.
yeah,
And I think that's where the issues have come in, that people who have that opinion, they're speaking medically, typically in a non-medical forum. So that's where they're going to be brought down.
yeah,
And the woke media is ruining it for everyone,
yeah,
because you're not allowed free speech, but they won't admit that they're taking away your free speech.
yeah. It's a whole fucking thing. Like,
Yeah, it's a tightrope that everyone has to walk these days.
see, I actually looked it up the other day. Australia doesn't have an actual not like America. Like we don't have
Our
a free
constitution
speech
is-
in our constitution.
Yeah.
It's more of an implied thing.
Yeah,
It's like we have freedom of expression, but
yeah. There's always a
it's
caveat to it.
I don't. Yeah, it's not the same as America here,
Yeah,
mind you.
But
I think I think for even though people might not want it, like me and you people, not politicians. When I say people, I don't mean politicians because they're obviously fucking aliens or something.
yeah.
They're
They're a different species.
Yeah, they are. They're something else. But I think for people, even if people don't realize it or not, free speech is something that we actually need.
Yeah. I think without it, you become a...
Politician.
Yeah.
Well,
Or
it's
you
not
become an overly restricted society.
Yeah. If I'm not allowed to say what I think, well then what? Am I only allowed to say what the politicians think? Because
That's-
again, it's not everyone else, even though the woke mob and that, but the politicians will cave to them,
Yeah.
and then they'll become politicians.
It becomes the opposite of democracy.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to say what you think and what you feel,
Yeah.
but someone else is,
Yeah.
and then that's just automatically accepted.
Yeah.
There has to be...
And then we move into fucking communism, and then we got like a dictatorship.
Yeah.
It's like, wow.
That's
Thanks,
the way
guys.
it goes if there is no even free speech.
Exactly.
If
well,
you want to have your opinion on the transgender issues or anything to do with the woke media,
Yeah.
you have to be able to take other people's opinions that could be to the opposite.
Yeah.
And you have to accept that, okay, free speech, you're allowed your own opinion. I don't believe it.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
that's okay.
Yeah. Because we understand that we're adults.
Yeah.
And we can have differing opinions
We
and
can
still
have
get along.
an actual debate.
Yeah. A mass debate.
Well,
Well, we won't do that with...
yeah, not together.
Yeah, we need more people.
Yeah.
More men.
Yeah. Two debating is not a mass debate.
No.
That's a group debate.
Yeah.
But not even a group debate.
No, that's just two people pulling themselves in front of each other.
That's just us doing this podcast, right? Sitting here face to face.
Put your dick away.
Sorry. We were just talking about it so much before.
I can't help it.
Talking to you makes me hard. That's a bit weird, but...
Did you just wake up? Our morning wood. Gotta get rid of that. Benny Hill style.
Here's a question for anybody who may listen to this. When you're taking yourself to town, do you have a theme song? Because I can tell you that Adam and I have a theme song. Never used in practice.
Not
I
our
hope.
theme song.
No. We each have our own. Each, in
It was said
in
as
a
a
comedic
joke.
sense,
Yeah.
we each have our own theme song.
Yeah.
And I think it's hilarious.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's a bit of fun. But now, every time I hear either my theme song or supposed theme song or Adam's,
You can't not think about me pulling myself.
yeah, in a comedic sense. I could picture sitting in one room, hearing that through a speaker in another room.
I know what he's doing.
Yeah. You're not hiding anything.
No.
You may as well just be sitting out in the open, just flogging it.
You might as well be screaming, I'm pulling myself.
If that's what gets you there, then go for it.
Like, standing up, eyes open as wide as they can go, screaming, I'm masturbating!
If that's what gets you to the top of the mountain, you do you.
Well, I wouldn't say masturbating, because that's a different thing. That's if I'm having a debate with a mass of people.
Yes.
With their dick out.
Jerking it.
Yeah.
Flogging the dolphin.
Flogging the dolphin.
Bashing away on your little platypus. All nice little colloquialisms
Yeah.
for beating your meat. You got to be able to have a bit of fun in life. Let's be real.
Yeah.
So to those listening, a thing may have just happened. We put a small pause in just as a quick wee break and grab some fresh drinks. And something happened.
What happened?
I was standing over the bowl, needing both hands, but I had a beer in my hand.
Both hands, really?
One to hold the waistband and
Oh,
one to...
yeah, I do that
Yeah.
too. And then pinch it.
Yeah. Yeah. The crab claw. But I needed to do something with my beer bottle. Now, logically, I should have just sat it on the back of the toilet. Done. But no. I put the stupid thing in my mouth, held on, then went to do my thing.
Throw down.
Next thing I realised, the stubby cooler's coming off the stubby. Straight in the bowl. Luckily, clean, fresh flushed water.
Yep.
Stubby cooler in the bowl,
Not too many skitties.
thankfully, as I'm getting ready to open the water valve.
Yeah.
God, I feel like an idiot.
Have you... I know the answer to this. Have you ever seen one of those dudes that do the whole, like the pant to the ankle wee?
Oh, that infuriates me. I haven't seen an adult do it, but I know they exist.
That's because it's fucking embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to school with, like, primary school, because you don't do it in high school, because you get fucking
You would get
bullied to oblivion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think there might have been two of them, I think.
I can think of at least one when I went to primary school.
Yeah, like pant round the ankle.
Oh, yeah, just full straight trow down to
Yeah.
your feet.
Trow down, and it, like, yeah, that's normal.
Yeah. I don't know. The feeling of my butt blowing in the breeze is just weird.
See, now, I will admit when I was in primary school, I didn't just pull it out of me fly. I actually...
You pulled the waistband down.
I pulled the waistband... I don't think I had a fly when I was...
Well, no, they would have been just elastic
elastic
banded
pants,
shorts.
yeah. I hadn't grown into buttons and zippers yet.
No. Well, that was an extra complication that,
Yeah,
that
I didn't
primary
need.
school age kids don't need. Yep.
Yeah. So you just down, weighing out,
Yeah.
piss. Not
Yeah.
well, just
Not, I'm going to bend in half and headbutt the urinal.
yeah, have a drink while I'm down there, and then
And then
pan
stand
down,
back up.
and then fill up what I just drank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to piss out the water I just drank out of the trough.
Hmm.
Like, I don't know how that makes sense. I do, from a parenting standpoint, understand that. When you're teaching a little boy to go in the bowl, the
Pan
simplest way is to pant down.
Yeah.
Because then there's no distraction, nothing. If they let go of the waistband and it flips up and they're just spraying everywhere, you don't want that.
Yeah, but that's why you
But then
teach them. That's why you teach them the hook method. Like you hook it down with your thumb.
You teach that once they've got the hang of it, but initially you start by just trow down.
I suppose I don't have a baby that
You haven't had to
I don't think
toilet train.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think about naked babies.
I don't either, but
Well, you don't. Yeah,
but
you've
like,
experienced things.
yeah. And then you move into the next step of hopefully not pissing at school with your pants around your ankles.
Yeah. Maybe grade
But some
1,
kids
2.
might just prep beyond
Prep,
it.
definitely prep.
I don't remember ever being one of those trout to my ankle kids.
No, I was never
Even
one of them. No, God.
Before I even started school, that wasn't me.
I wasn't one of those freaks.
No. What a loser.
Yeah. Every
the thing
time
I'm
I
most worried about
yeah.
is dropping my pants in piss.
Yeah,
Because kids can't piss in a urinal.
Yeah,
it's going to be all over the floor.
If anyone has ever been, let me start that again. If anyone has ever been to a urinal, there's a trough. Well, even a urinal, there's piss everywhere.
Speaking of piss everywhere,
If you put your pants down, they're going in piss.
Yeah.
Sorry, as you were saying.
the Offspring concert last year,
Yeah, piss everywhere.
at River Stage in Brisbane,
Yeah,
the toilet block,
river, stage
it was a puddle.
of piss.
Yeah.
Nice.
So early on, went down there. They had a bunch of portaloos for the ladies,
Yeah.
but for men, we still had just our regular room.
Like
And there was a big L-shaped trough.
L-shaped trough. Yeah.
Yeah. Which are just blocked.
Oh yeah.
The
With,
whiz,
with piss.
yes.
How
There was thousands of people there.
do you? Yeah, but
So, old urinals, the urinal cakes that make it stop smelling, when they dissolve, once they get into the drain, they recrystallize.
right.
So they were really notorious for it, but it could be anything. It could be roots in the pipe that have blocked it. Who knows?
Aren't they porta potties?
No. This was in an actual toilet block. The porta potties were just outside on the other side for the girls.
Oh, I
Just
get
so
you.
that there was enough
toilets.
stalls for the girls.
Right.
Walked in. This thing is full. And then it was like a metre and a half back from the edge of the urinal.
Yeah.
You had to stand and just piss on the floor because that's where it was up to.
That's
Like,
where
the plumber
that's where
who had to come in
the
after
gradient
that
fell.
would have been wearing gumboots and wading through it.
You remember that time we went to Stanthorpe and went to the Macca's
Oh,
and the piss trough was all backed up. And the
it
plumber
was
had
like all but an inch from the top.
yeah, the plumber had the shittest look on his face, like
Yeah.
like he was there yesterday doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Someone shit. It's like someone shit in the trough again.
Overnight at a McDonald's outside of town. I bet you it's an employee.
I guarantee. Well,
They're the only ones there.
who's
at
going to
night.
shit in the trough? Yeah, at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you might have a couple of junkies hanging around, but
Or
they
drunkies.
They don't
but-
eat, so they don't shit.
It's true. When I'm drinking, I don't shit until the next day, and then I regret every drink I ever had.
Oh, no, I mean junkies.
yeah, but
Yeah.
both.
But, yeah, but junkies don't shit ever because they just live on meth.
That's true. You can't shit out solid food if you don't eat solid
You can't
food.
shit out nothing.
You can't shit out things that you smoke. And if you do,
It's not
maybe
really
you've smoked
shit.
a bit too much.
Yeah, if it's recrystallized in your bowel.
No, I was just saying you're shitting out smoke.
Oh, right. I bet you like
Well-
you shit out like I don't know, a crystal of meth.
You would
You're
you
doing-
would just be putting that straight back in the glass.
Oh,
Barbie.
yeah.
You're not even rinsing it
No,
because that shit's expensive.
yeah, and you just hold the glass Barbie over your bum hole, shit straight into that.
You're just breathing straight back through your bum hole.
Yeah, you just got a tube up like a hose up your ass into your mouth.
No, I was going to say you breathe with your bum hole. People have put alcohol
Actually, yeah.
enema straight up your bum, which
Well,
is really bad because it bypasses your digestive
Yeah,
system.
I've heard of there was a singer. I think
With the cocaine,
yeah, he put him in little capsules
Yeah.
and jam up his bum.
I know who you're talking about and can't think of the name, but
What's his fucking name?
same idea.
Like not Cliff Richards. Maybe it was. I don't know. One of them.
Someone was taking cocaine anally.
Yeah, because he didn't want to ruin his vocal cords.
Yeah,
So he's just like, oh, I know, I'll just put it up the other way.
it works.
And he did.
Because it's straight in your bloodstream. Like,
Yeah.
it's a pretty direct route. But, yeah. Not for me, thank you. You know they make Panadol suppositories.
Yeah.
Yeah. Typically good for kids who aren't good at taking meds. But also, if they're...
Get him ready for being, choir boys. Oh. See, it's funny. I'm allowed to make that joke because it's shitting
Well,
on the Catholic religion.
I don't think you're allowed to make it, but you made it anyway.
Well, I did. Yeah.
If you are vomiting uncontrollably,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm lucky I haven't had to use them yet on myself or anyone else.
Yeah.
I think it would be weirder using it on someone else.
Remember that disease that we got from that?
The
lady?
gastrovirus.
Oh, yeah. That wouldn't have helped either way.
No, you
'Cause
weren't keeping anything in from either angle.
No.
Maybe if you stuck it up your nose,
Yeah, I suppose.
but that's not the same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, it still wouldn't work, I don't think.
That was the only time in my life
You've
where
shit yourself.
I've shit my pants.
I think we might have talked about shitting yourself. Actually, no.
We did.
We
no,
talked
we did
about
discuss.
pissing yourself.
We discussed shitting yourself.
Oh, no,
But-
I think that was in the same conversation. But
Yeah, but I don't class this in the same vein.
you weren't drunkenly shit yourself.
No. I
were
had a gastrovirus.
Yeah, sickly shitting yourself.
And vomiting made explosive exits from both ends. Movement made me vomit, and I already had to shit.
Didn't that girl who lives with you say that she shat herself one time?
Yeah, that was pretty funny. She's gonna kill me for bringing it up, but she trusted a fart, and it
shouldn't-
backfired.
And shouldn't have.
Yeah, as an adult, hilarious. Me being older, still haven't done it.
Cool.
I'm running the gauntlet a little bit more, I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I'm trusting a few more farts than I
Well-
probably should.
it will backfire on you.
It's going to happen one day. I feel like the older I get, the shorter that hair trigger's going to be. And one day, it's just going to happen.
Yeah, the trigger's not even going to fire, and you're just going to straight up shit yourself.
Yeah.
And going to go, well.
I'll just be sitting there and I feel a
Today's the
squelch and
day.
go, well, I guess I start wearing nappies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go, well, I guess it's time to kill myself.
My life is
Yep.
officially over. I've now shit myself. Loudly and in public.
As like a 40-year-old.
I hope it happens after I'm 40, I'll be honest.
Yeah, but if you shit yourself when you're old, I think that's acceptable. I like old, like I'm talking like,
As an invalid, sure. Like,
what's that?
elderly. Like, if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't
yeah,
do
yeah.
anything. But
I'm not,
invalid is...
I don't mean like our parents are, well,
No, even then.
even then,
They're still able-bodied
Yeah,
enough to not shit
yeah,
themselves.
you probably shouldn't be shitting yourself. I'm talking like old.
Yeah. If you're... Yeah.
Say,
old...
say 80 plus.
Yeah, okay. I'll accept that. That's a
Yeah.
bit different.
Yeah.
It's a bit like a baby. You shouldn't be shitting yourself in the first 3 or last 3 years. No. You're allowed to shit yourself in the first 3 and the last 3 years of your life.
Yeah.
If I start shitting myself now, I'm in trouble.
Yes.
At least my midlife crisis came about the right time, but
Yeah, but I don't know. Shouldn't you?
if I shit myself, that's my midlife crisis. Not going and buying a convertible.
Oh, yeah. Which you've already done.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that out of the way early.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking when you bought that. I'm thinking, shit, if you're having your midlife crisis now, you're going to be dead in 20 years.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't... I'm not putting high expectations on myself. I should have been dead 7 years ago.
You should ring up the government and say, I'm actually like at pension age.
I've already had my midlife crisis.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And that's what determines how old I am.
Yeah. I'm planning on ending it in about another 6 years.
Yeah.
Can I have a pension
Yeah.
until then?
I will be dead. I
Yeah.
guarantee you.
I
will
guarantee
be
you
dead.
with 100% accuracy that in 5 years I will not be here.
Yeah. So, pension. Yeah. And I'll have all my super as well.
There's not a whole lot of that,
Yeah, it doesn't
unfortunately.
matter. Doesn't matter. You're only 30.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Only 30.
Yeah. Well,
32, thank you.
yeah. Well, I was keeping it ambiguous.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm 32. I'm coming up 33 this year.
He's an old bastard.
I'm going to dox myself.
Eh,
I'm going to try not to, but
dox yourself. What's that?
that's why you accidentally give out private
Personal information. Oh, do you want to tell them where you live?
Yeah. Not really.
Oh, so you're not fully
I'm not-
committed to the docs?
No, just the accidental dox.
All right.
So, if you listen long enough
I wanna
and to
dig-
enough episodes, you may actually hear me doxing myself, or Adam,
I'll never
or
do that.
Red, or anybody. It's gonna happen.
Or Dave from the first episode.
Yeah, there's not enough details on
Like-
Dave. Dave was the same in the subsequent episodes, but
Yeah. Well, no, that was
Other than
that was
us.
a different Dave actually. Fuck.
no, we've discussed both. We've discussed
Oh no, Dave from the first episode's a different Dave from
maybe it's episodes 2
our
and 3.
friend Dave. Yeah. Oh yeah,
Uh,
we definitely mentioned him.
Yeah,
You can't not mention him.
we've mentioned 2 Daves, but one of them we've mentioned twice.
Oh, that beer's warm. Well,
Well, I asked her if you wanted a cooler for it.
yeah, for mine, but they're gone. These are yours.
Yeah. So you should have brought the cooler.
Yeah, I should be right.
That's what, 8 beers in here.
Still cold.
In
cold and wet. That's what my dad.
20
always
minutes.
says. Yeah.
The opposite of, well, no, not the opposite of what
It's coldish. It's
Yeah,
colder
cool.
than my hand. Cool and wet,
Yeah,
just like me.
nice. Real nice.
Yeah.
It's better than it being fucking room temperature,
Yeah, I suppose.
because that's fucking hot in here.
Well, there's.
2 computers running.
I drank a beer. It was sitting on my computer desk from like the day before, and I had it because I had like a mouthful out of it and put it back,
Mm.
and I had it the next morning. Like I sat down and seen it there. Ah, fuck it, I'll have a mouthful.
Yeah.
Not bad.
See,
Some
In the
beers,
morning
some
isn't so
beers,
bad
some
because
beers aren't bad. Oh no,
some beers are suited to being a bit warmer.
yeah, it was like some IPA thing. It was
Yeah.
one of them things that I got for my birthday.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, not bad.
Not a bad beer anyway, but it's like some wine. Some's better being fridge cold.
Mm.
Some's better being not quite that cold.
Yeah,
Some's better being room temperature.
you know what I love?
Penis.
Beer. Oh, and penis. Penis flavoured beer.
Oh, that's the
Oh.
peak. We're going to start our own brewery and make you your own penis flavoured beer.
The gays will love it.
You'll love it.
What did I just say?
Does Red need to know about this?
Maybe.
She probably already does.
Yeah, sure today.
Yeah. She's accepting of it.
Yep.
But yeah, beer is pretty bloody good.
It's not bad.
I'm starting to turn off it a little bit.
Oh, fuck off.
I'm moving towards spirits more. I'm maturing.
You're maturing like a fine wine,
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far.
like milk.
Like a stinking dirt. Just older and riper. A little bit more white.
Shit starts to stop smelling after a while, unless you step on it.
That's true. I learnt an interesting fact the other day.
Yep.
Do you know why you don't see any white poos anymore?
Well,
You-
I'd usually.
Remember when we were kids?
Oh, you mean
we used to
dog
run around.
turds?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Dog turds.
I thought you meant mine.
No. No, it's because you've stopped.
Stop eating chalk.
I was going to say, stopped all the semen, but either or.
Yeah, same but different.
But, so, dog turds that you'd see on the street used to go white, but they don't anymore. Because cheap dog food doesn't have bone in it. They used to grind up bone and add that to dog food. And when it dries out,
It goes
white.
white. Oh, right.
But they just don't have that anymore.
It like turns into a boner, if you will.
Hey, very
Hey.
nice.
Thank you. Think.
That deserves one of them. But yeah, so...
Wait,
no
so
bone
cheap dog food doesn't have bone in
Yeah.
it? Also, what does cheap dog food have in it now?
I don't know, dirt. That's why they stay brown.
I was going to say, and that's capitalism as its finest.
Yeah.
We don't even need bone in our... Well, that's first world as its finest.
Yes.
We don't even need bone in our dog food anymore.
Yeah.
It's all meat.
Well, it is. Like, it's all getting to be a better quality. And,
Yeah.
and bones are being used for other shit. So,
Like boner pills.
bone broth.
Who's drinking that anymore? Oh, you don't
Plenty of
drink
people.
that. Do you
Yeah,
drink
you turn it... Like, bone broth is for
a
soup.
soup? Oh, yeah, I suppose. The old boner soup.
Yeah.
Goes off.
They used to use bone to flavour beef-flavoured noodles.
Really?
There's some ground bone in it.
Oh, there you
Or,
go.
you know, like cooked bone. That's what makes chicken stock.
I just thought it was
Chicken
just
bones.
artificial lab shit.
Yeah, before it was that. When it was back being real food.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
You know, you can cook up a bone and eat the marrow out of it.
I remember when I was at uni and we got a cow femur and they
Yeah.
cut it like down the guts.
Yeah.
And you could
You
like
get to play around in the
play
marrow.
in the goo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, in the marrow. And I remember I got the... You know how you get like how chefs like whisk things?
Yeah, yeah.
And like
Yeah.
I got that going. I should have been a fucking chef. I got that going in the yellow marrow.
Yeah.
And the girl beside me just about spewed.
Yeah.
Because I was going to fucking
Going to
town on
town.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had similar reactions
And then-
when I was at uni,
And
and
then
we
you
were,
scoop out the red stuff
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
like clay.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that was a good
The
experiment.
two
Like,
girls I was with, well, one of them could not fucking handle that.
Yeah, when I was dissecting the rat, the two girls I was with couldn't handle it, so I got to do this whole fucking thing.
Oh, yeah.
I think I did turn them off a little bit. Once we got it cut open,
Yeah.
you know, you pulled the guts out, you
You know what
separated
turned
the
them
organs.
off? When you stuck your tongue in it.
No, you're not terribly far from
They
it.
were... What? You suck your dick in it?
No. I opened it up, and as you're cutting through it, I'm like, I don't know about you, but this is making me hungry. It just smells like meat.
Well, it does.
'Cause it
I
is,
suppose.
like-
Well, it is, yeah.
And
well,
then these
it's
two
also
girls,
rat.
they would have been all
It
of
smelled-
17 or 18, and they're just,
gagging.
I'm having the time of my life, playing with his little tongue poking out his teeth.
Yeah.
Or her.
Her.
We did have a female. Otherwise, it would have been tickling his little balls. Well, he's dead and cut open.
Yeah, what? Yeah.
He's not getting anything from it, but I am.
He's not. He's not defending himself. And you're flicking him like. Bing, bing, bing. That
Making
looks
a
like
Newton's cradle.
That looks like it really hurts.
How much pressure does it take to pop him?
Pop a ball.
No, instead I just had a double-winged fucking uterus. Boring. I did get to inflate a lung.
You should have
That was
squeezed the
cool.
caviar into your mouth.
Just start chewing on the ovaries.
Yeah.
Rat caviar. Yum.
Yummy.
They're at least lab-grown rats, so they're pretty clean.
Oh yeah, they're not one that you find in the park. or
No.
something. No.
Blowing up the lung was pretty fun.
Yeah, we did that.
Just like inflating a balloon
Yeah.
until you pop a hole in it.
Yep. Blow it up too much.
Yeah, and then it just doesn't blow up anymore.
Yeah, that's because there's a hole in it.
Yeah, I know. It
put
ruins the fun.
I remember when we were doing that, there was a couple of, because it was a nursing degree, so they're predominantly women, because
Yeah.
it is a female-dominated
Industry.
industry,
It is
yes.
very much.
Yeah, the whole medical industry is, believe it or not. Well, you'd know.
Yeah.
Anyway, they couldn't handle they couldn't handle the smell, or they couldn't handle the look of blood, so they had to. So they had to put in their lab coat. They put a
tissue with eucalyptus oil.
tissue. That's how the Asians call it. Thanks, Tom. Yeah, they put a tissue of eucalyptus. Well, a eucalyptus-soaked tissue in their pocket because they couldn't handle the smell of blood and they couldn't look at it.
I know.
I'm
If
thinking,
you can't
aren't
do
you
that,
supposed to
why
be
the
a
hell are you getting
nurse?
into nursing?
Yeah,
There's not a whole lot of nursing jobs where you don't deal with either of those things.
yeah.
Let alone all the other shit.
I've worked in a hospital, and it doesn't matter what job. Even if you're in the kitchen,
Yeah.
you see blood.
You see patients in all in all levels of undress
Yeah,
and all sorts of wounds, no matter how much you're looking at it or not.
yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you do at a hospital, you will see someone either in an uncomfortable position or bleeding.
Yeah. It's just the nature of the job. So maybe for nursing degrees, they should send them to work or just do some work experience or observation in a hospital for a week. Go,
Yeah, if you can't
handle
if you
this,
can't do that, how
don't-
are you meant to do your job?
absolutely.
Well, that's what they used to do back in the day. I think it was all work experience shit. Like,
It was all hospital based.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But that's just the thing. If you can't handle like, I don't know, the most basic element of nursing, which is you are going to see shit and blood and piss and vom and
Well, just helping patients
yeah,
go to the toilet
yeah.
and shower. If you can't
If
handle
you
that,
can't handle that, don't do it.
and changing dressings.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just expose them to that early on.
yeah.
And if they can't handle it,
Well, actually, one of the dudes I used to work with, he went down a hill. Sorry, he was doing work experience with an ambulance,
yeah.
and there was this truck driver who went down like a truck driver with a heap of like logs.
Yeah, he was
on the back of his
driving a
things.
logging truck. I
Yeah.
remember, I've heard this
And he
story.
went down a hill and he crashed into a tree,
Yeah.
and one of the logs come straight through the cabin,
Yeah.
tore his head clean off, and splattered it into the tree.
Yeah.
And this was his first day of work experience.
As an ambo, yeah.
He didn't see it because the ambulance driver was like, "You don't want to see this."
Yeah.
But again, not that they'd see that every
Now
day.
and I think that's fair enough from the qualified paramedics standpoint.
Yeah,
You don't want to just dump that much on one person straight up. But you don't want to shield them from it either.
like
You know,
well,
if you're
well,
going to go into that industry,
but that's the thing. They described it to him,
yeah.
and that's
Yeah,
why
see,
he's
there's a
not in
difference.
that industry.
But there's a difference between it being described and witnessing it.
Oh yeah,
You know, it's,
yeah, but again, it's like war. Well,
but
I
at
don't
least
wanna
this
be
way he's had an understanding of how graphic it was
yeah,
without having that image burnt into his retina.
yeah,
And yeah, I agree. Like, it's similar to war, that we who haven't been hear the stories of it, and that leaves an imprint. But then you see the people who have been to war and experience these stories.
But again, it's not
And they have a
it's not
different
everyone
level.
who's been to war, because like some of the blokes, I'm not putting shit on veterans or anything, but like some people see horrible shit and some people don't.
oh,
or-
yeah.
Or like or they might see like, oh, someone got shot that shouldn't have got shot, or,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh shit, and then like you go back to like the blokes in World War One in the trenches, and they're like stepping over their mates,
Yeah.
and they're all their guts hanging out and shit, and you're
Yeah.
like, well, that's a bit different from, you know, oh shit, old mate over there got shot, and well, he shouldn't have been shot. And it's especially different, like, I don't know. Have you seen those American ads, like the military? You know, the ads that we get on TV for like,
Oh, like
joining the
army.
reserves, and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everyone's in the like camo,
In the
and,
camis
and they're
and-
running through the bush, and they're
Having
being,
a bit of fun.
being
and-
fucking cool.
Yeah.
And then you look at the American ones, and it's like a have you seen it?
I've seen a few.
Have you seen the animated one?
No.
Oh,
We're going
We
to have
need
to
to
research
watch
this
this.
afterwards.
oh, it's. I'm gonna say it's pathetic
Yeah.
because it is.
Righto.
Like, if you when you watch this thing, you will not ever want to join the American army. It's like, I don't know. It's very politically correct, shall we say?
Yeah.
It's very pro-trans.
Yeah.
Not that I'm
I mean,
against
that's
training.
It's the way the world is
Transformers.
moving. But
Yeah, but it's like, no, this is not.
I think it can be taken too far.
When you watch literally any other countries,
Yeah.
and it's, guys running through the bush and like men,
Well,
manly men.
as a
and-
men and women,
Yeah, well, yeah,
but
it's
it's focused on the action of it rather than
yeah, well, it's
the
focused.
inclusivity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll show you that after, and it's
All right.
kind of,
A bit, how's your father? Fair enough.
it's more a bit how's your they them.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Well done. Grown man who's dribbling.
Yep. 1 hour 11 minutes.
I think that's probably a pretty good point to wrap it up,
Yeah, well,
at least for this week.
yeah, this week. Well, it wasn't a very funny one this week. It was a bit more.
I don't know. It was pretty good.
We had our moments.
Yeah. That's the way we live. We think that we're comedy geniuses 24 hours a day, but the reality is maybe one.
Turns out we're not.
No. We're pretty shit.
Oh, well.
But we have fun doing it, and that's the whole point of this.
Yeah.
We're not here to make you laugh, so fuck you. We're here to have a bit of fun.
And like, yeah, I think I said it before. If you don't like it, don't listen to it.
Absolutely.
I think that's a lesson.
I mean, please listen. We're going to appreciate
please
it
listen
because,
and
and
give us-
share around.
and give us some money.
Or at least give us a thumbs up. Give us a bit of a rating.
Fuck that.
Tell-
Give me $1 million. Anyway,
That's a whole
yeah,
other thing. But
that comes later when I kidnap you. So,
yeah,
um,
we're doing it for a bit of fun. So we're
Yeah,
going to just be us.
Oh yeah,
We can't be funny all the time, as much as we wish we were, and as much as we think we are.
I love that we've marketed this as a comedy podcast, and then we can't be funny all the time.
Well, look, we're pretty funny.
Thank you.
I don't know anyone who's funny all the fucking time. That'd just get boring.
Well, it's like a comedian, like when they come onto a thing and it's like,
When they're on stage,
well, just
hilarious.
yeah, but they've prepared for that.
When they come off stage,
yeah, it's
just
like
a normal
oh,
person.
You're a comedian. Be funny.
yeah,
Now.
make me laugh. Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's exactly what this podcast is.
Yeah. Couple of pretender comedians.
Pretty much. Trying to have a good time and make people laugh, and
Talking
if you
shit.
don't, that's your problem, not ours.
Yeah.
Well, as I said before, I think this is a pretty good point to call it.
Yep.
We've poorly explained our entire premise in the
Yep.
4th episode at the
Yep.
very end.
Yep.
So if you've made it this far, thank you. If not, who gives a shit?
Yeah. Well,
That
Well, we give a shit. We love our audience.
yeah.
Well,
No, we
let-
love everyone.
At least the ones that make it this far.
Yeah,
And
let us know if you do, because we really appreciate it.
Yeah, and
Good try. Try again.
send through some questions or some shit.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you
Leave some
wanna-
questions in the comments, on YouTube,
Yeah.
because we can't do comments anywhere else yet. But yeah, leave us some questions, and we'll answer them in the next couple of podcasts.
Yeah. Assuming there is some questions there to answer.
Eventually, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Otherwise, we'll have to ask our own questions, and
Well, that's what this episode's been, and we know how that went.
yeah, about this way.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Thanks again.
Thanks again, and I'll
Good
see you
talking
next
to you,
time.
Adam.
Yep, it's always good talking to you, Tom.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but we try.
Well, you can get fucked.